Sa, 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 sa.
You don't get it 100% right, just give it a go and people really appreciate it.
That is true, yeah.
Nastee Chapel.
Hello! Welcome!
Welcome! We are Nastee Chapel.
My name's NatalieGrace.
My name is Steve.
We are a duo of wandering bards with a passion for sharing song and story. And today, you are watching our series Into the Song. A deep dive into a song with a performance and what else?
We're going to tell you a story about the song, history, and a lovely little message.
Lovely jubbly. All right. We have a song for you today. Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Who likes The Lion King?
I do.
This song we have for you today is a cover song of a song that you may know, The Lion Sleeps Tonight. But do you know the song Mbube? Let's see. Okay, what do you know about the story of this song?
Okay, cool. So I know that the person who wrote it because they were a cattle herder, sheep herder?
Cattle herder.
Cattle herder, yeah, that makes sense in South Africa. And it was a song that they sang while they were herding cattle to tell the lion, "Hello lion, I respect you lion, please stay over there and don't come and eat me or my cattle. Please, sleep over there. Over there, yeah?
Yeah.
Over there. Nice cat.
La la la. Yeah. Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Lovely. This story takes place in South Africa. We begin in Ladysmith in KwaZulu-Natal. A young man called Solomon Popoli Linda, also known as Solomon Ntsele, was born in 1909. As a young man, Solomon worked as a cattle herder, but he had a great passion for music. He was familiar with the traditions of Amahubo and Izingoma Zomshando, wedding songs, music. And he attended the Gordon Memorial Mission School, and when he was there, he learnt about Western musical culture, hymns, and he participated in choir contests. So quite the musical knowledge had Solomon. In the 1930s, Solomon was living in Johannesburg and singing with his group, the Evening Birds. In 1939, they were recording a number of songs in the studio, and Solomon improvised the song Mbube, meaning lion. He was drawing inspiration from his days working as a young man as a cattle herder.
There it is.
Like you said, praying that the lions would leave them alone. And the song became really popular in South Africa, and a recording of it made its way over to America, where it was heard by Alan Lomax, who gave the song to Pete Seeger of the band The Weavers. And the Americans really loved the song, and they wanted to share their own version of it. However, they didn't understand Zulu. They must have known the song was about a lion, something about a lion, but when they heard Solomon and the Evening Birds singing Mbube, you are a lion, they heard Wimboe, Wimboe, Mbube, Mbube, Wimboe, Wim. Yeah, you get it. So the song Wimboe, which later became the song The Lion Sleeps Tonight, was born. How's that?
How's that?
So the song Mbube,
Yes.
meaning lion, by Solomon and the Evening Birds, solidified the roots of a new genre of music in South Africa. It was already starting to emerge, and it's a style of music that is typically performed a cappella, and the members of the groups of these singers are usually male, but some groups have female singers as well. The voices sing homophonically in rhythmic unison, and they create intricate harmonies and textures that are the characteristics of this Mbube genre. It can be considered a predecessor to isikathamia genre, which is what you hear in the group Ladysmith Black Mambazo. If you do not know that band, go have a listen.
Go get to
Because
know.
they're bloody brilliant. I grew
Epic.
up listening to them. You may know them because Paul Simon recorded with them for his album Graceland. I grew up listening to... My mum had the album The Star and the Wise Man, which is fantastic.
But they
intro
are
to
also
them.
literally all over the place. We've seen on Spotify, they play with everyone and everywhere and everyone.
Yeah, so if you don't know Ladysmith Black Mambazo, go have a listen. So in researching this a little bit, I found some info from Joseph Shabalala, who is the leader and founder of Ladysmith Black Mambazo. And he was talking about how the origins of Mbube as a music genre can be traced back to the 1920s in the Natal region, when the area became heavily industrialised with coal mines and factories. So young South African Zulu men from nearby towns and villages began to flock to the area to find work, often in mines. And these men brought with them their own cultures. And in order to preserve a sense of community, they formed choirs. So they shared music together. They started singing.
Raise them spirits.
Raise them spirits.
You know it.
So this is the roots of Mbube as a genre. Now, with the song that started as Mbube and became The Lion Sleeps Tonight in America, there is so much that can be said about the song. It's got quite an extensive history, but we wanted to keep the video concise. The song
On the point.
On the point. The song has been subject to a huge lawsuit to regain rights and royalties for the descendants of Solomon Linda, because when that song first travelled over to America, Solomon was not credited as being the original artist, and they sold the copyright for a very small amount of money. And if you want to know more about that, there is a documentary called The Lion's Share on Netflix, and that goes into all the details of that history and the copyright lawsuit. I can say that fortunately now, because of the fantastic work done by those people, the family of Solomon Linda are now recognised and receiving the rights and royalties that should have been given to them from the first place. But they are receiving it now, so that's good. What we would like to shine a light on today is language. Because not only was Solomon not recognised as the author of the song, but the Zulu language was washed away. I don't think necessarily that was maliciously done by people, perhaps just an ignorant mistake, but it was a mistake that we felt we could do something about in sharing our arrangement of the song. So, I like languages. I'm always up for a bit of a challenge, and Zulu was a challenge. I had never spoken Zulu before, so I messaged your cousin in South Africa.
Ilana, shout out.
And I asked her, do you know anyone who speaks Zulu who you could put me in contact with? And she said, yes, I do know someone. Unfortunately, they are the nicest person ever. They will definitely help you. So she put me in contact with a lovely man called Ntutuko. And we...
Legend.
Yes.
Thank you.
What a legend. We spoke online and he helped me to craft some Zulu lyrics that echoed Solomon's original version and would be understandable to a Zulu speaker today. I had a go looking at the old version of the song and kind of using Google Translate. I'd had like a bit of a go at trying to like craft some Zulu lyrics, and I sent them to him, and some of it he was like, this word is Shona and it means sugarcane. I don't know where you got this from.
Don't use that.
Don't use that one. But he was very, very kind in helping us to do that.
I can vouch for that absolute determination NatalieGrace put into this, because we've got some friends as well, and then you ask them who live here who speak a bit of Zulu, and then you get a different thing, and it was just like eventually you just realize like, oh man, you gotta find what feels best, what feels like the most authoritative answer, and then just go with it, and then maybe if something needs to change eventually, someone will tell you. You'll dig into that a little bit, and then it will grow and develop and change.
Yeah, because language is a growing thing, and you said that at the right time, because I was just about to say, the song is called Mbube, which means lion. That is the original name of the song. Now, a couple of modern Zulu speakers have come to me and said, no. That does not mean lion. Mbubesi is lion.
This is exactly what
which it is. That is in modern Zulu, but this song was written in the 1930s, almost 100 years ago, and that was to be honest, that was the one word that I knew was the right word, because I think you could say it's a more archaic way, it's an older way of saying lion, but that is the word that the original artists use. It's the word used by Ladysmith Black Mambazo, by Miriam Makeba in their covers, and it's the word that stuck to eventually describe a whole genre of music. So we stuck with the sort of old way of saying Mbube. So in the song you hear this line, Mbube, you are a lion. And
thank you.
Yes, you are. That's it. That's exactly it. Now, not only did Ntutuko help with the lyrics, he also gave me some context about the song and what it means.
And confidence.
He did give me confidence.
And
yes.
clarity.
So, Ntutuko said that there is no single meaning for the song. It can simply be about a lion hunting, or it can have a deeper meaning, such as the fight against apartheid policies. The lion symbolises strength, resilience, and courage. In apartheid South Africa, this song would have been sung as a way of boosting morale in the long fight against a brutal regime. The repetition of Mbube is meant to emphasise the importance of embracing the lion traits, like courage, strength, and resilience. He also said that the song can be sung purely for entertainment reasons. And it all comes down to the songwriter or performer's intention for the song. He pointed out that Miriam Makeba's version of the song was certainly part of her contribution to highlighting the struggles against apartheid, whereas Ladysmith Black Mambazo's version has a much lighter, entertaining feel to it. So the Zulu lines that you hear in our arrangement are Mbube, you are a lion, and Mbube, la la la. You are a lion. Sleep here. Don't come eat my cattle,
Please.
in brackets.
Please.
Implied. So, language is an incredible tool in your kit to connect with others.
Some are more capable than others.
But yeah,
I try.
Sure, I may be somewhat of a wordsmith. But I think that is something that is a bit of a block to lots of people, perhaps in learning a new language. People get really scared that they're going to make a mistake, or they're going to look foolish, or they're going to offend someone. But I honestly think that you don't have to try and say some extravagant thing. Just learning how to say hello and thank you in someone's language is
Raise that
huge.
vibe, yo.
And they do not care
They're so grateful.
if you make a mistake.
Yeah.
And I mean, well, maybe they do. I can't read people's minds, can I? But I think in general, it's just such, for most people, it's such a beautiful gesture for you to make the effort to say a few words. It can have a really huge impact.
You just show someone you're trying. As long as you're trying, because, some people go around the world not trying at all, and that is what gets someone's goat, doesn't it, really, in the
Exactly.
end? You just try your best.
Yeah. When we were in South Africa, this was a perfect place to explore language, because how many official languages are there?
I think there's 9, basically.
There's a lot.
Yes.
A lot.
And that's not even all of them. That's the thing. It's crazy.
That's only the official ones. There's so many more than that. When we were in South Africa, we found it a really lovely thing when you're having a conversation with people to ask them what languages they speak, and would you tell me how to say hello and thank you in that language. And people loved it. People love sharing their culture and their language. It's a great way to connect with people. When we were in Pretoria, we spoke to a lovely lady called Constance, and Constance spoke Sotho, and so she told us that to say hello in Sotho it's dumela, and to say thank you it's kialeboha. And I was like, great, okay, I think that was the first 2 that I learned when we were there. So we were driving down, then we're driving from Pretoria down to the Cape, so this whole journey I'm trying to remember. Dumela, kialeboha, dumela, kialeboha. I have to make it a song so I remember it. Anyway, I managed to remember it, and then we did a gig in Observatory in Cape Town at the Green Parrot. Lovely people. If you're ever in Observatory, go there. And we were on stage and we were talking about language, because we were probably either about to play this song or about to play an Afrikaans song. I said that I had just learned how to say hello and thank you in Sotho. And up until that point in the set, there was this man who was sat at the bar and he was watching the cricket. And he wasn't really paying much attention to us, to be honest. He was sat having his beer, watching the cricket. But then when I said, dumela, kialeboha, he turned around and was like, yeah! Turns out this man was Sotho. And
You said the magic words!
yeah, he was like, yes!
Hooked him!
Got his eyes off the cricket. As the set went on, this guy sort of started turning around until the point where he was fully turned around and just watching us, just watching the music, really loving it. By the end of the set, when it got to This Little Light of Mine, it was This Little Light of Mine, I'm gonna let it shine. And we finished the set and he came over and said, Kialeboha, Kialeboha.
We've never been hugged so tightly so many times. It was wonderful, warm evening.
So beautiful. The owners told us afterwards that he is a regular there. He comes in pretty much every day, stays for about an hour, watches the cricket and goes home. And they were like, and today he stayed for 3 hours. He never does that.
To the end of the set, that was amazing. Yeah,
and it was so beautiful. And it was that just asking Constance to teach us those 2 words, then turned
Paid
into
off, yeah.
such a beautiful... I was so grateful that we had learnt that and remembered that and were able to share that with the people there that evening, because it really was a beautiful, beautiful moment and an example of how powerful language can be. And we also met...
And let's not leave out the music though,
And
because
the
there was
music.
like 2 hours of,
And when you
of
combine
vibes.
the language and the music together... We also met another lovely person with a passion for language when we were at Spur, a restaurant in South Africa. Her name is Loratu, and she was very kind in filming a little video with us that we will share with you now, just to talk again about how language can be such a beautiful tool for connection.
Can you tell us your name?
Oh, my name is Lerato. I work at Spur. I've been working for Spur for more than 20 years.
Yo!
Yes. Yeah. My passion is I love working with people.
Yeah.
I love seeing customers happy. That's the most important thing. you see.
Wonderful.
And not only that, I love learning languages. It doesn't matter whether it's Mexican, Chinese, Sotho, Tswana. It's always so nice. And the waiters, they always laugh at me when I greet customers, because sometimes you can't differentiate.
Yeah.
If you are Africans or you are French,
Yeah.
and then I'll be greeting someone that is Japanese, and I'll be greeting them in
In the
Chinese.
yeah.
And they start speaking to me. They said, no, that's not my language, but in their language. And I don't know how to pronounce that. And then they start laughing at me. But sometimes customers come and then I greet them in their language and they become so happy. And they're like, oh, you are multilingual.
Yeah.
And they become so happy. Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
so good, yeah.
It's a good icebreaker.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
an icebreaker, yeah. And that's what he says. No, I'm actually very interested. That I'm happy that you're actually trying, even if you don't know the language.
That's it. It's just having a go at it, even if you don't get it 100% right.
Yeah,
Just give it a go, and people really appreciate it.
That is true. Yeah.
Makes a big difference.
Yeah.
So, how many languages do you speak?
How many languages? South Africa's got 11 languages. Out of all the 11 languages, maybe I speak 8 languages. And I also know how to speak Shona, because we have a lot of Shona people that we work with from Zimbabwe. So I learned how to speak Shona with the colleagues.
Yeah.
Yes.
How do you say hello in Shona?
You can say baby.
Baby.
Yes, baby. And when you want to say thank you, say my tabasa.
My tabasa.
Yes.
Okay, one more time.
My tabasa.
Okay, that's
That's
great.
wonderful. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Yes, thank you. High five.
Lovely.
Lovely.
So,
Lerato, thank you, legend. Sending you love.
so we spoke a lot about language in this video, because I think that was the key thing in approaching our arrangement of this song. The key things we wanted were to have an actual Zulu chorus that was understandable to Zulu speakers, and to give respect and recognition to Solomon Linda as
Yeah.
the original author of the song.
Honour the true spirit of it.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Please sit back and relax and enjoy our version.
of Mbube, the lion sleeps tonight. One, two, three, four. Near the village, the quiet village, Solomon's cattle sleep. Near the village, the peaceful village, he watches patiently, and he sings away.
see the light. You dwell in darkness, you close your eyes, but I'm still with you by your side. And even when you cannot be with me, our song shines through the night. And even when you don't know it's me, we can lift our voices high and we'll sing Mbube, Solomon sings Mbube, and we sing Mbube, la la la. Solomon sings Mbube, and we sing Mbube, la la la, la la la.
Yes!
Very nice.